One boat, 1,200 nautical miles, 3 crew. Can we do it? We're gonna take a couple of reefs.
You know what? Let's just go down midway.
I'm Elayna and this is Riley, and this is our home, Le Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 5 years and have recently found ourselves with a stowaway. Meet Lenny. Subscribe and welcome aboard. We were anchored at Jaws Beach in the Bahamas. We had a visitor, Sienna, come stay with us overnight. We managed to pack in a lot of activities in the 24 hours, including free diving and a crash course in sailing.
We're so salty.
Yeah.
His forehead's like covered in salt.
Thanks for coming to visit.
Oh, seriously? Thank you so much for having me.
Sorry about the rain. Oh, can you just grab that yellow line and pull it in through the black clutch?
That's it.
That's it. Look at you.
Bye.
See ya. Oh dear. Man, if that taxi has not come now, they are going to be this wet. Hello, is this Sol?
Yeah, you're almost like now.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Okay.
Bit late, Sol. Far out. This is actually hilarious. It was the strangest thing, this weather that was brewing outside. There were these crazy lightning storms and wind spinning in all different directions this morning. Riley came home and checked the weather, and what we saw was shocking.
Where are you?
Where?
Can you leave the boat and you come as well?
No, I'll stay with the boat for now, but I'm happy to leave the boat if need be. But for now, I'm going to stay on the boat.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And is that okay if we stay?
No problem. The
Oh.
room is ready.
Thank
Anyway.
you. You're amazing.
See you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
What's happening, Lenny?
You don't even know it, baby, but there's a hurricane forming over us.
We're getting Elayna and Lenny off the boat to friends of ours, patrons, who we've caught up with a few times now. These guys are going to go and stay there, and I'm just going to stay on the boat. And
It's pretty uncomfortable on this boat at the
it's
moment.
pretty uncomfortable.
But there's a lull in the weather and we should probably go to shore now, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have to stay on the boat by yourself. I wish we didn't have to do this. But we gotta do what's best for Lenny. Bye. Bye. Be safe.
I drove around to the other boats in the anchorage to ask them what their plan was, and like me, most of them hadn't seen what was forming on the island of Andros, just 20 nautical miles away from us. It was a tropical depression. Usually a hurricane will form from further away, and the predicted path can be analysed and plans put in place in advance. Because this one is forming right on top of our heads, it will likely move away before things get worse, but there is also a chance that it could form very quickly and even turn in our direction. To be honest, I was absolutely freaking out on board here. We weren't in the most protected anchorage, and I sat tight there with a lee shore of 30 knots for most of the night. I did feel much better having Lenny and Elayna safe in our friend Bernard and Annette's house in town.
As you can see, it is a beautiful day, and Lenny and I are back on board. So what actually happened was what we thought was going to be a hurricane turned into a tropical depression and then headed towards the States and then fizzled out. So it's gone now, and we're going to be sailing behind it up to New York. We're leaving today, and it's 2 days after the storm formed right on our heads. Made a couple of smoothies this morning, prepared Lenny some baby food because I don't want to be making food on my first day at sea. Anything to say, Captain?
I'm still waking up this morning.
Yeah. How are you feeling today? Do you want to show everyone your new trick? Mama.
Can I turn this one on?
Yeah. You'll do it later, won't you? Hey, I'm coming back for you. One boat, 1,200 nautical miles. 3 crew. Can we do it?
Nothing it up to if it just hold my head. Yours.
I have to say, we are going to New York at a really good time. Lenny has just started to get around the place. So we'll be going to New York and yeah, child-proofing the boat, so hang around for that. I think the plan is to like get gates for the companionways, stick red tape everywhere so he can learn where and where he can't go. The rule now is basically one of us is always holding him and we don't let him near any ropes that might be under pressure or just ropes in general. It's just a no rope rule. Especially, yeah, he's not allowed near the anchor or the windlass. We also turn that off too when we're not using it. Yeah, just we consider everything to be a danger for him right now. It'll be nice when he learns a bit more. We're gonna have to stick him in his harness very soon and clip you in. Yeah. We're gonna have to do something about the bed too, like build some kind of crib thing. It's gonna be good fun. Yeah. Woohoo! Adult time. Lenny is covered in your hair, hey?
Is he?
Yeah.
So am I.
Riley had a shave and gave Lenny a cuddle and there's hair everywhere. There's hair all over me as well from cuddling you. I got a hairy chest, you guys.
That's gross.
Oh my goodness, and it's like stuck. I've turned into a real man being out here on the ocean. Would you like a coffee?
Yes, please. Thank you very much. My natural instinct is to float, but it's like blowing 15 knots here anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like
Yeah, your teas and coffees get hell cold fast, hey?
super quick.
It can actually be kind of annoying because I love my teas like really hot and my coffee's really hot. And then you come outside because it's nicer out here and your tea and your coffee's cold real quick. First world problems.
And this is incredible. We've got between 15 and 17 knots from here, dragging the apparent wind around, and we're going at between 9 and 11 knots. And the sea's flat. It's just incredible. And when we get further over along the coast of Florida and get into the Gulf Stream, we'll be going an extra 3 knots, maybe even more, Elayna.
Yeah, sick. Now, I know I haven't said anything about Sienna coming to visit because basically as soon as she left, that big storm came and then we looked at the weather and saw what was brewing right next to us, and yeah, things were crazy. But I just wanted to say that like I had the best time with Sienna. I didn't realize how much I needed girl time, and we just had the like best time just laughing heaps and yeah, just being real girly, which I don't get to do that often anymore. So thanks for that, Sienna. Thanks for coming to visit. Thanks for loving Lenny. If you guys are into like yoga or just positive living, Sienna is just the most non-judgmental, positive vibes kind of chick. She's all over Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel as well. I'll link both in the description below. And she is exactly as she appears on Instagram. Like, she was dancing in the rain. Her taxi driver was an hour late. She was drenched with Riley standing under a tree. Riley got back to the boat and was like, you should have seen Sienna. Like, anyone else would have been like stressing, and she was dancing in the rain, so she's a good egg.
Once I held a jewel upon her head.
I was kind of freaking out because it looked like a hurricane was forming on our head. And it wasn't, and it was only a depression and it was headed the other way, but still I was just like, there's a new element on board with Lenny. We're doing between 9 and 11 knots. We've got the light wind sails up at the moment, and then as we turn into the wind, we'll furl them in and wind out the Sailin and head into the wind a bit, and then when we go back downwind again, we'll put out the light wind sails. It's going to be a pretty busy trip.
Yeah.
8 days probably. It's so funny because he's just got no idea what's going on. So we've got 4 different weather models. One says 20 knots on the nose, one says 0 wind, one says 15 on the nose, and the other says almost 0, 5 knots from here. Like I'll keep downloading the weather as we go, but it's going to be a day by day forecast.
We're still in like flat water, but yeah, getting out into the open now. So it is starting to pick up a little bit. The waves are starting to get bigger, and it's a little bit more windier now. And I've just put everything away.
Tanker Atlantic Sun, Tanker Atlantic Sun. This is sailing vessel the Vagabond, copy.
Where is it? Really? Do you want to wind in?
No, we'll be alright. We'll miss it. We just get closer than I like. I should be
On the radio.
We're just discussing big plans for the future, where we're going to go. We've also got to go home at some point because it was very obvious seeing Lenny with Grandmama, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That he needs to.
Yeah.
We can't keep him
And they
away
need
all the time.
him.
Yeah.
I know.
We've chosen to go up the Gulf Stream, even though there'll be more traffic, because there's a 3-knot current, but you need to be a lot more vigilant on your night shifts.
So I'm going to be sleeping with Lenny, and I'll be trying to get to sleep. I'm going to do everything I can to try and get to sleep, and then you can wake me up at like 2 or 3 to jump on shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the plan, Stan. And if that works, it should be a good night. What was that?
What was in there?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was just water. Perfect temperature. That wind is so nice.
This next piece features a man who needs very little introduction.
Rolling really low waves with crazy lightning just over there. We were headed there. We should have missed it, but just to be extra careful, we're gonna take a couple of reefs and head back on course, I guess. It looks crazy, honestly. That could blow up to 40 knots. It's so low and lightning everywhere. It looks insane.
28, 29 knots now through. So it's only 22 apparent. You know what? Let's just go downwind, though.
You wanna? Yeah, okay. Holy crap.
So it went from 12 to 40, now it's 32. So we're running downwind at the moment, and
So glad we took that reef when we did.
2 reeds, yeah. We've still got too much main up, but I'd be happy to spin around into it and drop everything. But we're running out of sea room at the moment. But we've still got, we've got 2 hours until we run out of room, and we're running directly downwind. So we could just spin around into it and drop the sails and motor, but this should stop in 20 minutes or so, I'd say. Probably even less.
I cannot believe that Lenny has slept through 40 knots of wind while Riley and I were like pulling down sails, running around like headless chooks. I'm just so grateful for this boat. I freaking love my boat so much. What a trip so far. Join us for the calm after the storm in next week's episode. And give Lenny a thumbs up for his drum solo before you go too. How cool was that?
Already got sunshine, all I need is the sea, you and me.